So here we are showing you how to insert the mold. You want to align the mold keyway with that keyway right there. So you're going to align it. That's the entry. That here, you align this part with that part. So once the mold is removed, I want to touch a point here. This it's good when working with the machine to take care of your machine and making it easy to remove the mold in and out. This is food grade grease, so it's safe. Although it doesn't touch the food because it's on the inside of the mold. This is the key stuck. It also helps to keep the key stuck or keyway stay in there. This is important not to lose. So that's good there. This is a cam that comes with a machine. For any mold that is a single mold of this type, you have a large cam that comes with the machine. For any mold that comes with a 2 cavity, like this, any mold with 2 cavity, you need to change the cam to a smaller size. Okay, so the large cam is to work with the single cavity molds, and when working with the double cavity molds, you just need to unscrew here and put in the smaller cam. Now I'm going to talk to you about maintenance of the machine. It's always a good idea every week to grease the gears. This is the gearbox in the back, and you're going to squirt in with the grease gun about 2 or 3 pumps every week. 2 pumps should be enough so that it keeps the gears on the inside safe. This is what the tool looks like. This comes with the machine, and we're just going to show you how you would go about it. At the start, you would just go like that, and you put it in. 1, 2 pumps is enough when working with the machine. That's it. You have now lubricated the gears of the machine. Remember, this is a high efficiency, high production machine, so you need to maintain that. And you give it 2 squirts, and you're good to go. And again, that is grease so that you can maintain the product. Here's what the tubes look like, the grease tubes. This is just one brand. You don't have to stick with this brand, but we can provide that for you. So the same rule applies here to this shaft, because this is constantly moving back and forth automatically when you have the air plugged in, and that's how it cleans and maintains the mold. You want to put the same anti-seize food grade grease over here. You want to put a little bit over here and on the shaft over here, so that it helps it moving and it maintains the shaft. Less wear and tear and less friction, so that helps the machine as well. Again, I'm showing you and teaching you all this so that you can work with the machine well. So a little bit of a demo of how to maintain your machine. Now we are going to show you how to disassemble the belt for cleaning at the end of the day. So we're now going to remove this screw over here, and what this screw will do is going to loosen the shaft so that the conveyor belt comes out for cleaning. So removing the belt, this is how you do. You want to make sure that you keep that shaft there with food grade grease. You remove it like this, remove the shaft, remove the belt, and now you can remove the belt from here. You can clean everything at the end of the day. It comes apart. This is what it looks like there. Okay, and that's everything. And now we're going to show you, as I wanted to mention, this shaft here. Again, you want to keep this part lubricated with food grease just so that it goes in and out a little easier. Okay, and I'll show you this is the recommended. Doesn't have to be the same brand, but it is white food grade anti-seize food grease. Okay, that's just for the parts. Again, these are parts that do not touch food, but it would still be safe. And so you put the belt back on. This is how you do it. Put the belt on the roller. You aim it upwards. You put the shaft in the hole, and then you put the screw back on. You tighten the screw back on, and that way that screw is holding the shaft. And that's it. That's how you put the belt on. Securely put your screw, and we give it a little squeeze there. And now we're going to show you how to put the mold back on. Again, the tool that we showed you previously is when the product is in the machine. As well, you never want to change molds when there is still product in the hopper. Okay, never try to change the mold, because then after the product is going to fall, you're going to have a hard time to remove the mold. You have to run the product all the way through before changing molds. All right, so we are now going to again put the mold, aligning the pin towards the bottom there, and that's how you do it. So in order to align this pin, you see he did that very simply with the hand. In order to align this pin that way, you will need to run or stop the machine so that the mold will run and stop at the bottom. We are now putting the plate back on. Again, you align that part there with the mold. If you want the paper, you align that part with the paper. Tighten it, and it's ready to go. Now we are going to show you how to remove these parts here for cleaning as well. How to remove it and how to assemble it. Okay, so we removed the top one. The top one was easy. We did this on purpose for the demo, so for demonstration, so that you are aware in case you come across it. You see how the bottom one is at the bottom? It won't come out because it was stopped at that point of the bars. So when you are removing this at the end of the day for cleaning, you want to be able to make sure that it's the bottom one is facing here, away from the bars, or else you're gonna have it stuck. Okay, so that's just a matter of your start and stop option. All right, now we're gonna the same way you take it out is the same way you put it back in. And I want to point this part to you here, that it has a keyway, so that way you know how to set it. And I'll point the keyway there, that part there. That's how you know where to place it. We're going to do that now. And it falls into place. There you go. So that's how that's done. At the end of the day, you want to put the nut It's very important that this nut is nicely tightened. Just with a wrench, give it a little tight, right like that, and you're good to go. So now I want to show you how to remove the paper attachment for loading the paper. So simply turning on the knob, pulling it back out, and you would grab your pre-punched whole paper. This is just some samples here for the demo of the video. And you would put in your batch of paper like so, and then put it through the pin. You're going to put that in, and you want to make sure that that's even on. So as mentioned, you want to make sure that it's properly inserted. This is how not to do it. Now we're going to show you how to make sure that it's in there properly. There you go. So once that's in, the pin is inside there, you can release it, ready for adding paper to the meat. That's how it's set up for adding paper to the meat. So adding the paper and initiating and activating it, you can do it with the safety cover on by just doing that. So releasing the lever and releasing the pin, that's now ready and activated for the paper. But in order for you to replace and add more paper, you have to remove the safety cover. Pull on your back, and now it's deactivated. You can run the machine with no paper. And I hope that you appreciated this demo of this whole machine. Actually, before we get to that, we want to be able to show you the back and the motor of this machine. This is CE certified machine. So this is what it looks like in the back. It's very simple, but great parts. CE motor, and you got the sensor there and the air area. Here is the air regulator as it comes from the manufacturer. It is set up so that the user can put in a direct line, although you might find for some customers, if they don't want to put the machine in a stationary place or direct line, you can get one of these, which is called a quick connect. Okay, this is the one that we use in our shop, and you can get a quick connect for the air if you are using an air compressor, and you can install that one in there, and it works just as well for your reference. Okay.